so not have much has changed since the winter meetings.
No.
Any reads on anything? Any
Nothing.
expectations?
No, I know no, front office, I know they're grinding away and trying to see things. Had we already signed Rosario back by then?
That was after the winter meeting.
That was after. Yeah. So, yeah, so obviously excited to get him back. Really I think one of the things that stood out about Rosie that I didn't know just playing against him, obviously known good player, but he came in and was not only super productive and provided, really what we needed from the right side of the plate, but what a good pro too. Like just really good in the room, really good work habits, always ready. He could sit there for a day or he could sit there for 8 days and go in and do the job. So excited to get him back in the mix and then we'll see where the rest of the winter goes.
You see him as a first base option?
Yeah, so I one of the things I made sure, I'm like, you got your first base glove. So that's one of the positions we'll work him out at. I think, he lives in the Tampa area. I think he's going home to the DR for Christmas, and then he'll be back he'll probably be at the complex a fair amount in January, and, kind of working that first base into the mix. So he started to do it a little bit with the Nationals last year, never ended up playing, but was doing the work over there a little bit. So obviously we'll start to ramp that up with him a little more to have that as an option.
Between him and Caballero and Cabrera, that's pretty good versatility you got with those guys. Does that feel like gives you some options?
Yeah, no question. Versatility is, in today's game is so valuable. Just again, with as the game over the last 25 years has shifted from 10, 11 pitchers to now 13 pitchers, and having only really 4 bench options every day, the more flexibility you can have, not only from your bench guys, but even some of your starters that can move around, it creates a lot of value.
Troy, have you guys met or scheduled a meeting yet with Imai?
No.
Do you expect to?
I don't know.
I know that you said that you typically stay out of free agent talks with guys that you'd be trying to bring back.
Mm-hmm.
But have you reached out to Bellinger since?
No, I'll definitely reach out to him here around the holidays, where I kind of touch base with a lot of our guys. So we'll see.
Are you surprised it's taking this long? I mean, you guys want him back. He seemed like he had a great time last year.
I don't know if I'd characterize him like that. I don't know exactly how it's all playing out. So
Jazz's name has popped up in some trade rumors.
Mm-hmm.
Do you expect him to be on your roster?
I do.
26?
I do. But again, you never know what's going to happen in the winter, and as teams are, maneuvering their rosters and whatever. So, but I do expect it. But you never know what's going to happen. Where teams match up on certain things. So, but no, I'm planning on him being right in the middle of the lineup.
He's one of those guys who can be emotional sometimes with his name being out there. Have you spoken to him this offseason about those kinds of?
Not about that stuff. That's just the nature of the business. I mean, guys' names are going to pop up. A lot of times it's a lot about nothing, or teams that call and ask about something. So I have spoken with Jazz a couple times this winter so far, but not about any of that.
What has this month been like for you when you're seeing teams around you make moves and you're kind of just waiting for you guys to?
Well, I mean, the one thing is I know we have a really good team. Right now we have a lot of really good players on our roster. It's probably not finished. There'll be tweaks, I'm sure, up until spring training. So, whatever happens, our expectation is that we're going to be really good, and that'll be our focus on getting ready. And, who ends up being there, come spring training, that'll be, that's the front office kind of doing their thing and working through. And again, it always takes more than just us to tango. It takes sometimes other clubs, sometimes obviously free agents and the opportunities they have in front of them. So however it lands, my expectation is that we're going to be really good, and that's how we'll prepare.
Bednar now in the WBC. Obviously, you've got other guys, big guys.
Yeah.
While you probably enjoy them getting the experience, you'll hold your breath.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's become such an awesome tournament, and I think we all got into it, especially the last one. I know, seeing the way it all shook out, and it kind of captivated the baseball world, I think. So I think a lot of guys see that and want to be a part of that, and to go play meaningful baseball, in February and March. I think it's a good thing. It's good for our sport. It's good for our players as long as they stay healthy. So maybe you hold your breath a little bit, but you also understand that it's here and that it's an option for players. So we're just trying to get them in the best position to be healthy and safe coming out of it, and then just enjoy watching them go compete at a high level.
What did you think of seeing Weaver go over to the Nets?
Obviously Weave's played a big role for us. So I actually texted with him yesterday. Happy for him to, get a really good deal. It's earned. A lot of really, big games, but for us over the last few years, we got him. Kind of seemed like not a big move at the time in 23, late in that season, and to kind of turn into the reliever in the role he ended up having for us the next 2 seasons. Credit to him for going out there and kind of, making a little alter to his career and it paying dividends.
What have you thought of all these Yankees going over to the Mets last few years? it's Williams and Weaver, total different, but
Yes. Not quite the house.
All right, there. Thanks, man.
Yeah, great.
Thanks, Aaron.
Bye.